On first down, Connor. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Now on 2nd and 13, Roethlisberger, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. The Steelers on third down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Check both of them.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll run on first down. Samuels. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Mayfield now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Now Mayfield on fourth down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Like 20. 59. Push him back. Push him back.
On first down, it's Connor. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
7-7, 7-7.
Now Roethlisberger. That's complete right around the 8. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Like 30. I'm coming. Nickers, 66. He's crashing. He's checking crash. You draw Corker.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. The quick slant caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal.
Watch the screen. Watch the jack 16. Take 2 of them. No.
On third and goal, Roethlisberger to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 66 yards. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On first down, counter plowing ahead for about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Tight down. There you go.
On 2nd down, Samuels. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This defense, tough to run against, and those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. B.J. Goodson with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2 two-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats an elephant?
Well, if you do it 1 bite at a time. That's the way they've got to play this, 1 play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye. One bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Mayfield off the play fake. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Mayfield, they'll go screen here to Hunt. And some room to roam now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, 28 yards, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon, his 2nd sack of the night.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. B.J. Goodson with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the night, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. They're going to try and run for it. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful, and we've got ourselves a tie football game. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Hey, exit. 51.
Roethlisberger to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guy